decided to go north today, and we are actually going back into the Arapaima pond to catch some small lokanani or small butterfly peacock bass so we can catfish today. So we gotta work our way through this maze of jungle roots and stuff right up against the shoreline. Trees everywhere. A little difficult to get through here. It's getting shallow. Gotta push with the paddle because we're literally right at the shoreline there. And we just got to a depth we're a little deep enough to proceed with the motor. Welcome to the Arapaima pond, except we're not Arapaima fishing. So we could be loud if we want. We don't have to be super quiet. Let's check out this maze that we got to go through. Next big obstacle is some major tree limbs down. Going right over this tree. Power over it, lift the engine, and welcome to the Arapaima pond. But we're gonna try for some peacock bass for our bait.
Dave must have fished him out.
Usually you see a couple of them.
Oh, there we go. Too small or no?
No. What is it?
I don't think it's a peacock.
Is it a barracuda?
Yeah. Bait or no?
Chris just got a little tiny baby barracuda.
This is nothing new on the subsurface. What do you think about that?
I think I got hit right there. That one. There it is. All right, first piece of bait for me. Yeah, nice butterfly peacock. Big pond looking on me. Look, Chris, put the whopper plopper right here. Put the whopper plopper right here. I don't see the follow. And there's a butterfly peacock bass, just like what we catch in Florida, exactly the same fish. Bait? Yeah or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
All those good casts went to waste. There's a shallow spot there too.
There it is. Got him.
Nice. I hooked a rock. Come on, man. Tree stump.
All right, second peacock for me for bait. We're probably good for now. We got 2 peacocks and that barracuda. That'll get us pretty far. Time to go for some cats. We just got to this little Amazonian beach here, and we're cutting up some of those little peacocks that we just caught. We're gonna try for some bigger kitty cats. So basically what's happening is he's taking my bait by boat and dropping it into the kiddie hole way out there so we can get it far enough to where the big catfish should be. And there it goes. Boom. See how deep or not it is. I think I'm on bottom. So All right, so we're catfishing now. Hopefully I get a bite within a couple minutes here, and I'm sure I will. I'm sure something will happen. Fish on. Got him. The reel's doing that sound again now. It's not as big as what I hoped, at least. Yeah, no, he's big. Big. I don't think so. He felt really big for a second. What we got? Stingray. Amazonian short-tailed stingray. That's why I felt big for a second there. All right, new species. There he is. These guys are dangerous. This is the ocellated stingray. I have caught these before, but 4 times the size. I hate dealing with these things. They have a venomous mucus on their tail, so you have to be very careful of them. They will hurt you. All right, let's get this thing off the hook and back in the river.
I've never seen one in real life.
Their stinger has a very venomous mucus.
Eric is going to get stung by this and give us a pain rating.
A very cool stingray. How do you want to go about this? How do you want to go about this? Cut? UFO. There goes the stingray back into the water. And hopefully the next fish will be a giant lalo. So what do you use yourself if you got stuck by the stingray? What are you looking for?
The bush thing, that tree is the broadleaf thing.
The broadleaf tree?
Yeah, the side of the river.
Okay.
You get some young ones, and you just take it and squeeze it and paste it to the same little bush. Just take it, roast it, and paste it.
And paste it.
Tie it.
And it neutralizes the venom.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
That time one hit me at the falls out.
Yeah.
It took me right here.
Oof.
Right here. And me alone.
And you alone?
Yeah, I shoot in Paco. I shoot a Paco and I come back right there. You smell the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Very fast. Small one like this.
Ah.
I just passed it.
And got you.
And I cut the lime. I even had some lime in my boat. I put lime and salt. And I just cut it up, tie it. And the lime do suck back the poison.
Really?
Yeah. And I drink about 4 pain tablet.
Yeah.
And it's good.
And it was good. No infection.
No, nothing. I in the morning.
Yeah.
Afternoon time I walk back. Good.
Oh, wow.
Nothing happen.
So it's better than medicine from doctors.
Yeah, better more than doctors. Doctors give medicine, but they don't know what is the thing here.
Huh.
You cannot eat pepper. Pepper is thing hurt more.
So if you eat pepper,
Yes,
it makes it worse.
Yeah, make it worse. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the trees.
Yeah, I will show you. I will show you when we pass.
Yeah.
I will show you which one.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna see one of the trees that will neutralize the venom of the stingray once we're done fishing here on the beach. Come on, water mama. Be a water mama. Getting a bite here, guys. That's a nice fish. Yep. So we're hooked up into something decent here. Yes, finally something good. I don't think it's, don't know yet, but I don't think it's a 200, 300 pound water mama, but it's a good fish. No, he's out. Excited here to see what this is. Yeah, right. Yeah. He's thinking it might be another one of those stingrays. Kind of hope not. I hope it decides to wake up and just takes off. If it's a stingray, it's bigger. Huh?
Can be a stingray. Too big.
I don't know. Unless it's just a lazy catfish. Yeah, big catfish bubble, right? Joe? Nice. Yeah, nice Joe. All right, he's just a lazy catfish. Better than a stingray. Nice. Same size as yesterday. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm real happy with that. Good. Not the water mama that we're hoping for, but it is my second favorite catfish here, the Jow. Oh, look, hooked. He's false hooked. All right, there's the Jow. Yeah, there he is. Jow catfish number 2 for me. We're gonna get him right back in. All right, all right, all right. All right, buddy, thank you. You good? Good there, buddy? I'll give you time. Whew, took my breath away for a second. How you doing there, bud? Ready? You're ready. See you there, buddy. Thank you. Let's see if we can get our water mama. Chris had 2 giant laulaus on. They keep on breaking the braid on us. We're using 80-pound braid and heavy top shot and heavy wire. But these fish are gigantic. It's really testing our tackle, really testing our knots. The plan was that we were gonna leave and Chris got that huge bite. We're gonna tough it out here at this beach. There's obviously giant laulau here, so we're gonna give it some time. I don't care if I sit here all day. I want a giant laulau. Guy just dropped my bait off in the pool that's out there where the laulau are sitting. So let's hope I get that bite and hopefully my tackle could hold up to the giant laulau or the water mama. Right in here is some iguana eggs. I've eaten them before. I wasn't a fan of them. I didn't like them too much. If you move reptile eggs around, it actually kills the embryo. So we're gonna leave that in place right there. Pretty cool, iguana eggs. So we're gonna be going for one of the most vicious looking fish here in Guyana, the Payara, the vampire fish, the saber-tooth fish, whatever you wanna call them. Big old lure, a little bit of wire, and let's see if you can imagine pulling off. Bit off. I had wire on. I don't know what just happened. I can't believe that. I felt something and then it was gone. So basically my knot pulled. I was using my knot all day yesterday. I don't know what happened there. So I just lost my brand new lure that I just tied on. Chris is just trolling right now for the Payara. So let's see what happens. Is there meat on there? How is that? How did that happen? Fish. I don't know how that happened. Dude, there was a chunk of meat on my treble hook when I reeled it in.
Saw that.
How does that happen? There it is. Fish on. Payara. Nice. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Got a Payara on right now. I knew I felt the hit before. Nice. Feels like a good fish too. Yeah, this is a good fish. I hope he has just the back treble so he doesn't have this lure devoured. Because if so, I'm in trouble. Ah, yes. Feels like a good one. It's a real good one. spin the boat around. All right, thank you. Just gonna take my time with this fish. It's a big fish. We're gonna tire him out like he's saying. They do jump, and you don't want this jumping in your face. Saber-tooth fish. Might see him here soon, maybe, maybe not. Depends how big it is. I think it's a big one. I think it's a real big one, like 15, 20 pounds. Yes. Please stay pinned. Please don't break this line. I'm using 50-pound fluorocarbon. You're supposed to be using wire with these things, and you'll see why once I get the fish up. One of the vicious looking fish in Essequibo River. Yes. Can't believe that. And I'm definitely using a wrong rod and reel for this fish. This is a 10 to 20 pound rod with 30-pound braid. I should be using a 20 to 40 pound rod with a 5,000, 6,000 size reel and a heavy wire top shot. So all odds are against me right now, basically. All odds are against me right now with this fish. It's a big one. I think it's gonna be my biggest Payara ever, to be honest. I really do. It's gonna be a giant. I'm just taking my time. He's not ready to come up yet. Whew. There it is. Yes, it's a giant, dude. It's a giant Payara. It's a giant. 20?
Yes, I don't see.
I saw it.
It's big.
It's giant. Wow. Big one, right?
You hooked them right.
Please, please, please. I'm gonna be so scared to hold this fish. Do you have the boga? Get him the bogas. Wow.
I'm not landing this thing.
Yeah, why don't you just reach in and lip it for me, Chris? Just grab it.
I don't need my left hand, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna take my time with this fish, guys. It's a Mondo. This is the one we saw jumping.
Yeah.
That's a big one, dude. That's a real big Payara. That's definitely my biggest. Not even on a deep diver. Just a regular Rapala X-Wrap. Without a big lip on it. I think this thing only dives to like 2 or 3 feet deep. But as I was saying, if the Payara sees it and he wants it, he's coming for it. Doesn't matter how deep or not. I'm gonna try. Yes, guys. It's not over until it's over, though. There it is, guys. There it is. I don't even like the splice I have. I just tied a really quick uni knot just to go fishing because my FG pulled for some reason on my first cast. It must have loosened up somehow yesterday. Yes, I can't believe it. There it is, guys. Big Payara. Yes! That's a landed fish. I'm calling out landed even if it falls off. Wow, look at those teeth. Lures out.
Yeah.
Such a scary fish. Look at those teeth. Oh, look at those teeth. Guys, I can't even lift it. He's 22 pounds.
What?
22. Chris, camera. We're gonna release that monster of a Payara. Yes. My hand is slime covered, man. Yeah, he's gonna live. Yes, Chris, yes. Thank you. Thank you for dealing with the big scary fish for me. Whew, can't believe it. Only a few casts in, slime covered. Got the saber-tooth fish, the vampire fish, the Payara. We just moved to another kiddie hole, so hopefully we could manage to find the almighty water mama at one of these holes here. Chris had 2 of them on. I really think they were big Piraibas, but they snapped the braid on them either on a snag or just the sheer size of the fish was gigantic. Let's see what we can do here.
Okay.
Me, before the flow.
Yeah.
Shallow?
Remember when he was talking about the stingray getting you? If you were to be stuck by this stingray, see this leaf right here? That will cure the venom, that will neutralize the venom. So you apply to the wound.
Yeah.
Now, do you just rub the leaf on you?
This one here.
Yeah.
This young one you take.
Okay. And then now do you have to like break it?
This one here you just take this and roast it under the little fire.
Roast it on the
And-
fire.
Yeah, and it gets soft, very soft. Then you put this on the bowl.
Okay, so it's like an oil that
Yes,
comes?
Yes, you got to take a piece of this now, a young shoot.
A young shoot,
And
okay.
You roast it like that one there, so
Yeah,
you just roast it and squeeze the juice on it, and then you take this one piece. And
I see. Okay, very interesting. So you got to roast it, and then you get like a paste, a oil from it, and you put it on the stingray wound, and it'll neutralize the venom. Good to know, very good to know. If I was ever to get stuck by the stingray here. It's starting to rain, so we're just covered up in some rain gear, still waiting on a kitty cat. It takes a lot to be here, getting rained on, a lot of heat, sun, so definitely give Chris credit for being here with me doing this. Hopefully we can get a kitty cat to bite. Big fish, big fish, big fish. Eating lunch here, and big fish on. Heavy, very heavy, big fish. Heavy, very heavy. Very heavy fish. I don't think this fish even knows he's hooked. Wow, it's a big fish. It's coming up way too quick for the weight that he is. What is it? And he's about to come up. Ah, another stingray. All right, perfect. And a thunderstorm coming. Over there be easier for you. We're gonna drag him over to a beach so we don't have to deal with this thing on the boat. So we are trying to flee here because we just had lightning strike right behind us. Rain's coming.
I'm still snagged.
And being in the middle of the river is not the place to be during a lightning storm here. Definitely not. Chris is snagged, so we're gonna get that out. We're gonna go retreat, try to hide somewhere so we don't get killed. We got some leaf cutter ants right there. As you can see, this little guy right here marching around with the cut leaf. That's a nasty looking one. Yeah, nice. Lightning, big ants. As upon further investigation, there's this line here in the jungle, right? It's a clear path that the ants make. They move the stuff out of the way. They bring, here's more of the leaf cutter ants. Right here's the leaf cutters. They bring all this stuff into their mound here. They turn it into like a paste, and their larvae actually eat it. Very, very interesting. Leaf cutter ants, and they clear a trail, a path for themselves, just like a person would do. And if anything gets in the way, they move it out of the way so they have a clear path all the time. On even further investigation, there's a bunch of these leaf cutter mounds. I could see more trails going through the jungle right over here. And you can see the trail of the leaf cutters going to another mound. So I'm retreating underneath these trees here to help prevent getting completely soaked. It's going to help somewhat, but not all the way. And here comes the soaking rain. We're just avoiding the lightning. That's what scares me out here. I almost got killed the last time I was in Guyana. I was on a boat out in the middle of the river. The lightning struck right next to the boat. Everyone hit the deck. One of our guys was literally shaking for hours after the fact, uncontrollably. I guess he was in some sort of shock. So we're going to avoid the lightning, fishing rods, metal boats, middle of the river. 3 bad things during a lightning storm. Decided to retreat, and it's definitely a smart idea. A giant catfish is not worth our lives. So these ants are literally carrying out all this sand as it falls in. They'll take it back out to clear out their home.
Yeah.
Very interesting. There's a whole community down there, and each ant has its own job. Nature is pretty crazy. It's probably like equivalent to 100 pounds to us.
Yeah.
What are you making over here? What are you making?
You ever see the slingshot?
Slingshot. That's what I thought you were doing. Very cool. He's making a slingshot right out of the jungle. Now, are you going to use like a vine, or are you going to use string?
Rubber.
Rubber. Yep. Very cool. Making a slingshot straight out of the jungle. We let that lightning pass by. It's still just sprinkling out. Played with some ants, watched him build a slingshot, and now we're going to try kitty cat fishing. I'm going to cast over that way.
No, you're going that way.
I'm going that way. You're going there. Okay. There it is. Go ahead, Chris.
All right.
Come on. Don't mess this up.
I won't.
Shoo, there it is. All right. Bombs away. Right there. Right there is a 300-pound lalo. What am I, my hole? You heard it, folks. She's here. Tight. Shake. There you go. There you go.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job. Good job, Chris.
Just swam to the surface.
See what he has. What do you got going on here? Oh, another one of these oscillated rays. Apparently there's a lot in here. Apparently there's a lot.
New
Oh
species
boy,
for me.
new species for him is the oscillated stingray, but I already caught 2 today. So apparently there's a lot of these things in this area right now. We're gonna get him off the hook and see if we can get a catfish. Ready, right. We're gonna have Chris cast out for these Payara. See if you can get a jumbo. And I'm just gonna cast this little silver lure. Watch me hook the Payara on this with 30-pound fluorocarbon, which is definitely not the best thing to use for these fish. So I'm expecting if I get bit, I break off.
You know what I mean?
Get the titanium, short titanium wire feeders.
There we go.
There you go, Chris.
Smaller.
It's okay, take your time. There it is. Oh! Keep him down. Nice, Chris. Here's the second Payara of the trip. It's a little bit smaller than mine, but that's okay. It's a Payara.
That's about the size of the one I saw follow me in earlier.
Yeah, good though. Nice, buddy. I guess they like that clown lure, huh?
Yeah.
It's bigger than the other one. that you caught.
Oh, much bigger.
We're about to attempt to land Chris's Payara, which is like a normal size one. Nice, buddy. There it is. All right. Look at the teeth on that thing. Look at those teeth on that thing, huh? Check those teeth out, the vampire fish. There's the Payara. Look at those teeth on them. Chris is gonna get a release on this Payara. Just be careful. And hold, exactly, hold the tail, yep. Before the boga, yeah. And now you have to stick his head in. You can lose the boga, he's not gonna turn back and get you.
That's easier said than done.
There it is, okay. Just like a snook, man. There you go. Get the lactic acid buildup out of him. He's not going to turn around. He won't. He won't. There you go. Gentle sways. Now he's getting the lactic acid out of him. There he goes. He's saying that the big one's going to come up and bite his hand off, and Chris let go. Nice, man. All right, we got Chris a Payara. It is getting close to nighttime. We're going to give it one more shot for some kitty cats. And let's see if we can manage to pull off one last fish for the night. And then tomorrow is what, day 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already getting towards the end of the trip. Tomorrow's already day 8. We got a couple more fish I'd like to see if we can get us a nice catfish.
Yeah. It's not terrible either. It stopped fighting.
I was thinking pull that because it's shallow.
Now it's angry.
Little red tail kitty cat. What's going on, bud? How are you today? Good evening. Welcome. So just a little tiny red tail.
Come back in?
Yeah. He's walking back in himself. Let him do it himself.
That's funny.
He knows where the water is.
He's ready to go.
See you later, buddy. Have a good night. See how I'm cupping the spool while I'm tightening the drag? Better fish. Oh, he came off. He came off. All right, that's okay. No bait. Took the bait. I think we're gonna call it a night there. Probably just head back to the lodge. We're gonna call this the end of day 7, and we'll see you next week on day 8.